45. This last parable going into 25. And that is connected to what he's going to come to here. Blessed is, who is then a faithful and wise servant? Key things now, you know. Faithful and wise. And this is what you need to be in God's kingdom. Faithful and wise. Who is then a faithful and wise servant? We're searching for that. Whom the Lord made ruler over his household to give him meat in due season. So he gave them rulership to take care of his household. At the time when they forget feed them. You are in charge, stewardship. Blessed is that servant who, when the Lord cometh, shall find him doing that. So the one who does what, taking care of the household and so on. But verily I say unto you, that he shall make him ruler over all his goods. So the servant who, when the Lord come, find him doing what he's supposed to be doing, taking care of it as he left him to do, God said he will make him ruler over everything. But 48, and if that evil servant shall say in his heart, my Lord, delayed his coming, so he not coming in the time that you predict or expect or can tolerate, he shall begin to smite his fellow servants and to eat, drink with the drunken. The Lord of that servant shall come in a day when he looketh not for him, and in an hour that he is not aware of. And shall cut him asunder and appoint him his portion with the hypocrites, and there shall be weeping and gnashing of teeth. So, I want to just clear something with verse 49. If you notice in verse 49, it says, who are the people doing the smiting? Verse 49. The same people are your fellow servant. In other words, you know, and all of these are last day events. All of these are last day prophecies. The persecution, the fighting, the smiting still going to come from among us. We are killing one another. And even with vax and anti-vax, it starts already in our church. But division has always been in the church, you know. So let us, we don't make a fool of myself and say, I just vaccine. Because there have always been vegetarian, Christian education, heart, all kind of things. But I'm saying that people now in the church are at the point that if you ask some Seventh-day Adventists, they will tell you that some people not come to church. I'm not going for which category you fall, because that is not I will never follow myself. But the point is, even when we get to the real thing, it is us, many people are among us who will join with the world to persecute the church. And that is why, remember the key, what I say now, salvation is our kind of thing. Individual thing. Don't at for a moment base nothing off a price. Because price might end up being one of them who go and persecute the church. Then what if you were following price? What if all of your zeal and your whatever? Alright. So what I know is that those who rise up against the church shall be cut asunder and appointed in portion with hypocrites, where there shall be weeping and gnashing of teeth. That's how I know from scripture. Yes, sir. It's not that he's coming unawares, which is why 25 comes. It's just that even those who are ready for him coming don't know exactly when he's coming. So, catch you unaware, because when he come, you're ready. But you don't know when him coming. That's the point, Yeah. All right? And that is why he gives us 25 now. Right? So let's go with Matthew 25, first verse. Then shall the kingdom of heaven be likened unto 10 virgins which took their lamps and went forth to meet the bridegroom. So the comparison is made to what would happen in those times, the Eastern type of wedding. Cool? The cultural wedding of those times. So first, the engagement, the two fathers would have to agree that, you go and get the husband, that they're going to have the marriage. Then they do a preparation phase. Then the final part, probably about a year after that, is when the bride come in, when the groom come in for the bride. Right? And Jesus always uses things that people can relate to when he's telling the stories. Are you with me? So everybody who was the audience of the day understood what a wedding was like in that time. Cool? So now, the bridegroom here, remember now, it's a parable, but what is the spiritual lesson from the parable? Who would be the bridegroom? Christ, right? And we have scripture, So if you look like Matthew 9:15, so somebody can look at Matthew 9:15 when Jesus speaks to the fact that if the bridegroom is here with you, Jesus is there with you as the bridegroom, right? And so we have clear references to the bride and the bridegroom. When you look at Isaiah 54:5-6, where it speaks to my maker is my group, let's look at that one. And even that comes, some people want to say that is just God the Father. But was Jesus involved in making man? Okay, cool. So it says, Isaiah 54:5-6, for my maker is thine husband, the Lord of hosts is his name, and thy Redeemer of the Holy One of Israel. They shall be the God of the whole earth, shall he be called. Right? So for the Lord hath called thee as a woman forsaken and grieved in spirit, and a wife of youth when thou wast refused, said thy God. So Israel here is represented as the wife, the bride. Yes. John 3:29, what it says? Yes. Yes. John 3:29, those online. All right, we're online now? Yes, let's send out the stream. All right, so now, so we are clear on that. The bridegroom is Jesus, the virgins or the women are representing the church. 5 of them were wise and 5 were foolish. They that were foolish took their lamps and no oil with them. But the wise took oil in their vessels with their lamps. While the bridegroom tarried, they all slumbered and slept. So look at what it says. What is the difference in verse 4 and 5 between the wise and the foolish? Look at verse 4 and 5. It says, yeah, but not just that. Verse 4 says, the wise took oil in their vessels with their lamps, while